Hi Aquarius, my name is Chandler. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your Aries season, April 2019 intuitive energy reading. We're gonna discuss quite a bit today. I think that your energy is really good. I really felt for you in Pisces season. You guys were going through a bit of a transitional energy. I hope that my guides come through with some significant messages for you today. Let's see what we have here. Responsibility. Okay, so this fits with your energy. And we're going to take it a little bit slow so we really get the gist of what you guys could be experiencing within April. Responsibility, firstly, is talking about not only the responsibility you have over yourself, which is coinciding with the Aries season of I am, but responsibility over others. You could feel very busy this month with obligations that you have so far made with neighbors, taking on phone calls, brothers and sisters, and handling a lot of paperwork, that kind of thing. Coming through with your responsibilities is of utmost importance. You have to be focused this month to make the best of the energy. This isn't as much as a heavy energy as it is just rising to the occasion. You feel up for it, so just do it. Do what you have to do, Aries in Aries season. Do what feels right for you above all else, Aquarius. It is impossible to please all parties in the present situation. You have responsibility only for your own life and actions. Others must take responsibility for themselves. Okay, that is a really good attitude to have this month, as it is the month of I am. Now, April astrology in Aries season, we start off on April 5th with a new moon in Aries. This really is a great opportunity and energy for initiating anything new in your life, which could pertain here to an independent business venture, something creative in the sense that makes you a little bit more free-flowing. Maybe it opens up some opportunities for you. Then we move right into all the retrograde energies. We have Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius, which is also kind of a good thing because it makes us refocus on our initial intentions. Perception and 6 of water. Okay, so some of you could really be coming out of Pisces season with a lot of new and refreshing perspective. Now, perspective is really important in Aries season because you want to just get going, you want to move forward. There's this leadership mentality, go, 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 but again, needing a firm direction, needing that arrow to point you in the right direction is of utmost importance. We can't just go where? You need to know where you're going to. And I think there's a focus on service here for you guys. We get this every couple of months that maybe have been a little bit more self-serving, that you guys ultimately kind of feel guilty, I think, because you guys end up being the water bearer and needing to, raise vibrations. And this could be a very strong focus for you as well. A focus on healing energy, a focus on study in the healing arts, or even just a charitable act is gonna be a focus of yours. Needing to help others this month is ultimately, I think, gonna help you. This is kind of feeding a fix, that you've been starved of recently. And you know what? I'm really getting a sense that family matters could be calling you back, as these moons in Libra have a very healing effect over relationships. So looking back maybe at your sisters, brothers, wife, husband, mother, father, loved ones, is maybe where you can start to heal and raise the vibration between you two. So let's start here with my traditional tarot. We had my Dreams of Gaia before, which I just love, but perspective is a big card, and I think we could spend a little bit of time clarifying this. Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Okay, so perspective, this is the direction that you need. All right, Aquarius. So for those of you who are saying, what happens now? It's like, I know spring is sprung, and the fall, or the spring equinox and the full moon in Libra are very powerful energies, but if you still haven't kind of sunk your teeth into that energy, you still could be wondering, what kind of new direction does this entail for you? Well, there's a big focus here again on healing, focus on service, focus on study, and Also, new opportunities coming your way that can make it a little bit easier of a transition for you. Not necessarily seeking these things out, but just kind of being at the right place at the right time. With the Ace of Wands, this represents Aries. This represents spring equinox. It's a bang, it's a go. Okay, green light. This is fertile soil. This is the ground laid for whatever garden you'd wish to cultivate or create. I think there's a lot of potential here. We are dealing with a King of Pentacles, which could be a Taurus. Again, we have an astrology representation in here as we begin to kind of flow through the energy of the month. We could see the sun entering Taurus, bringing you very auspicious opportunities in business. So this could be highly successful for you. This could be very valuable in a sense of how you resonate with it, the kind of meaning that you put onto this kind of new endeavor. But if there's a Taurus involved in your life, this is kind of a contradicting energy, because we have the Ace of Wands, which wants to go forward and go, move, do it, leadership, sprinting, you know, to the finish line, and being a self-starter, very, very I am energy. This is what I embody. This is what I create. And then we have the King of Pentacles, which is a little bit slower, right? It's talking about a focus on the foundationalism, about the long term, what your goals really are. Outside of this season's energy, right? So we're talking about not only having the vivaciousness, skill, and creative pursuits to give you that momentum this month, but then also a focus on the long term and how you could cultivate a strong sense of income and abundance through this endeavor. You know, this is the enlightenment that's coming to you this month. This is the idea, you know, that really hits your head and then manifests almost immediately. You have the means to start cultivating this craft. Now, I think that this is a really auspicious opportunity for you guys. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles come up, which is ideally the kind of focus that you're putting toward these creative endeavors. Now, when I see the Three of Pentacles, it typically means that you need to put some integrity into your work. As exciting and as good as you may be from the get-go at what you're doing right now, this could ultimately entail a focus on improving that. Okay, so study, again, higher education, higher self, bringing forth what you know into the real world so that nothing is lacking ultimately. There's not an imbalance ultimately. There's not anything you've missed ultimately. You know, unfortunately, Aquarius, I think that you could be very self-sacrificial at times. So Aries season could bring up a lot of feelings in you that are conflicting how you naturally are. It's the I am, it's a little bit more selfish. And so taking time for yourself to cultivate a sense of self in the work you do couldn't be a more auspicious time for this kind of energy. Now, with you being very busy, with having this high ideal of the future and having a very strong emphasis on your goals, you're kind of, you know, not very focused on love. You're focused more on healing the relationships that you have. Now, if you're single, that doesn't mean that another person couldn't be coming into your life this month. It's just not really about that. It's much more self-oriented, especially on your long-term goals and the kind of opportunities that you have right now. You need to seize the moment, Aquarius. All right? Despite all the retrograde energies and, you know, making quick decisions is sometimes not the best decision, right? We need to really think about this. We need to slow down. We need to cultivate a sense of awareness of why we're doing this. Too much enthusiasm could be a bad thing, in other words. You need to understand this idea. You need to have respect for the craft, in other words. So, you know, if this resonates with you, I think that you could be on the brink of something really auspicious for yourself. This is the gift that keeps giving. Okay, this is where the focus on service really gets narrowed down. So with what you're doing, I see, is not only a business endeavor that is independent or individualistic. It's a sense of expression on an individual level, much more authentic than before. There is an opportunity to share, to give freely, or to accept certain things for yourself in effort to then, you know, be in alignment with the giving and receiving that much more this month, which is ironic, because not a lot of energies or zodiac signs are actually receiving these kinds of energies or opportunities. But then again, you know, accepting change is vital. And as soon as I say that, we have Page of Pentacles. So you're accepting this change. Okay, this is the kind of energy behind what exactly you're trying to cultivate. And it begins with you, Aquarius. As much as you are a selfless person, hoping the best for all and wanting to really bring in some new and innovative changes for the collective, right now is not the time to be focused on other people. As much as Aries season is sometimes imbalanced in its selfishness, you use it perfectly to your advantage, because ultimately this will be going back to others. This will be benefiting people in your life. This will be serving the people in your life if you dedicate this time to yourself. Page of Pentacles is all about starting something new, you know, feeling a bit immature about it, or maybe not at the level that you'd wish to be at, but loving this anyways, loving the kind of process that it takes, or the kind of initiation that it feels like. And there's beauty in the imperfections. You know, as we have Taurus energy kind of popping up here and there in your energy reading, we see that the sun entering Taurus, and then ultimately Venus, the new moon in Taurus, and Venus interplaying in all of these areas of our life, we have an emphasis on beauty of the imperfection, finding the beauty in the things that are otherwise, you know, overlooked, overemphasized, in a sense, that it's so easy to kind of give into the facade. You're going to be looking a little bit deeper into the deeper meaning of what this means for you, and the beauty that it entails over time. So having a firm respect, I think, is very significant for some of you on this new endeavor that you're cultivating. Accepting change is, again, the kind of message that it resonated with when it came out, and I think that could have an emphasis in the kind of Capricornian, Saturnian energy that we're experiencing, where you need to be a little bit more organized and disciplined, but then again flexible. So it's like this really interesting energy that you're able to work with this month. Let's see what came up. We have Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, so this Queen of Cups represents the kind of energy of the Six of Water that we saw to begin with, the kind of giving and receiving, that energy that you've been out of alignment with recently, maybe feeling very guilty for taking on too much, or, you know, feeling burdened otherwise by not being able to give as much as you wanted. That's very easy to give into, but what the harder thing is to do is give what you can without diminishing your own spirit or your own energy, and then, you know, hopefully later on making up for that when you can give more. But being in the energy of giving and receiving is pivotal for your success right now. I can't emphasize that enough. The Queen of Cups also represents fertility, okay, marriage, engagement, new auspicious opportunities, and this could even remark upon a new business at home. Okay, so those are your focuses this month, Aquarius. I think that these are beautiful. I want to end the reading there. If you resonated with this reading, don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to see you back here next month.